As the global war against the machines rages on, more machines are appearing in eastern cities across China. 71 more British soldiers have now been killed, and amongst the dead is the Prime Minister's first cousin, once removed Lance Corporal Ernest Braintree, who was killed after machines blew up an apartment building in Hefei in Anhui Province, China. The PM said yesterday morning, "Too many British men are dying in China, but mankind's very survival depends on defeating the machines." Despite this, Parliament has now voted to send in 22,000 more troops to join the US-led coalition force in China in a war that has been described as like something out of a blockbuster movie. Despite murmurs of disagreement across the Conservative Party and fears amongst more than 44 Liberal Democrat MPs that the British workforce would suffer even more as the country loses more British adult males to the war, the Commons and the Lords voted in majority to approve the deployment of tens of thousands of more British troops in a staggered conscription. It comes as there were more reported instances of some British men attempting to find bizarre ways to evade conscription. In one case, where a 21-year-old man was sentenced to 6 months in prison by a magistrate after attempting to evade conscription, it was noted that the 21-year-old from Warrington, Cheshire, pretended he was a transgender woman and becoming a woman, which would bar him from joining the UK Armed Forces, as women are still not allowed to join their armed forces. The Brit was found to be lying in order to evade conscription. In another case, a 33-year-old man from Leeds deliberately broke several bones in his right hand on purpose in an effort to worm his way out of being conscripted and deployed over to mainland China. Text evidence and social media posts proved that the 33-year-old planned to evade conscription via medical exemption.
In another case, a 37-year-old man deliberately crashed his car into a house whilst driving on the A6 carriageway just south of Southport, a small town in Merseyside. The 37-year-old had initially thought that gay people were prohibited from joining the armed forces. But when he found this was not the case, he told his 23-year-old boyfriend he would try and get a medical exemption. Nobody was hurt in the Southport crash, but one home was damaged, and the man in question sustained serious injuries to his legs and abdomen and was charged with evading conscription and reckless driving once he woke up from his medical-induced coma. Please donate and channel info